Hello, welcome to your class today. You have picked a great class to do. We're going to be working our abdominals and lower body with ankle weights. So it's okay if you don't have ankle weights, you can still do this class, so keep going with it, don't worry. If you do find any of these exercises too challenging with your ankle weights, please feel free to take them off. I want you to have a great workout. I want you to have a workout where you're getting that in between, where it's not too hard, but it's not too easy as well. So you don't feel like you've wasted your time doing class, because you know time is precious and we just want to get the best out of each class that we do. So once you've got your ankle weights on, come to a seated position. Have your feet, knees and hips all in line with each other and sit up nice and tall. So just start elongating through to the crown of the head. Start engaging through your core by bringing the hip bones in towards each other and pressing your navel up towards your heart center. So you're really lifting up through the pelvic floor. You're starting to engage your lower abdominals, your upper abdominals, and you're just feeling really supported by your core. Once you're in this position, you're feeling like your spine is nice and long. Extend the arms out in front so the palms are faced towards each other. Take a deep breath in here. Let's scoop through the belly and bring a big C curve into the spine. Enough to keep the feet down. You can bring them a little bit closer if you just feel you need a bit of an adjustment there. But we're just scooping through the belly. Nice big C curve. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, let's curl all the way back up. Reach towards the toes. So there's that C curve, but then we're going to sit up nice and tall, hands in line with the shoulders. Breathing in, finding that beautiful, tall, long spine. Lower down, C curve, scooping through the belly. Work through the lower abdominals here. Press the big toes down into the mat. And then exhale, scoop and lift, coming up and then stacking the spine, shoulders away from the ears. Let's go, 4 more. Warming up through the body. Think about beautiful posture as you start to come up and sit up tall. Last 3. Use your breath out. Exhale to curl, lift up. Chin tucked in for 2. Looking towards the knees as you lower down. Now this last one, stay curled down, hold it here, breathe in. We're going to extend the right hand and rotate towards the corner of the mat. And then come all the way back, rotating again. Exhale, extend, left hand comes over. Inhale to come back. Extending and coming back. Try and really resist on the way with the arm as you go over and then as you come back. So it's like you're using your activations through every movement here. It's beautiful and strong and fluid movements. Keep that beautiful scoop through the belly. 2 more on each side. Last one. And then we're just going to curl all the way up. Extend the legs away and then reach towards the toes. Okay, scoop through the belly. Slowly start stacking through the spine, 1 vertebrae at a time. Bend through the knees, have the feet back in line with the knees in line with the hips. Breathe in, let's curl back down. Let's rotate on the exhale. But as we inhale, we're going to lift the palm, the face up towards the ceiling. And then it's like a swimming motion as we bring the hand back to the start position. Palms face back towards each other. Extend the left arm, palm face up towards the ceiling. Really reach up and over as you come back to that start position. Keep going with this movement. We're staying down now, so we're not curling back up. We're just staying down nice and low, keeping a beautiful C curve in the spine. Our scoop through the belly the whole time. Lift up, up, up through the pelvic floor, through the navel, to the spine, to the heart center. Lots to remember here. Exhale, extend. Inhale. Come back. Exhale, extend. Inhale. Keep going. Pressing the big toes down. We've got 2 more on each side. And then we're going to get to our legs. Don't you worry about that. Last one. Amazing work. Stay here. Breathe in. Tiny pulses up and down. Shoulders down, neck nice and long for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press all the way up, nice and tall. Place your hands down. Let's scoot the bottom all the way to the center and lower all the way down, one vertebrae at a time. All the way till you reach the bottom. Find a neutral spine here. Bring the feet, knees, and knees hip distance apart. Place your hands down by your side. Breathe in. Let's reset our core and extend our right leg up. We're going to do some leg work now. This is where the weights come into it. So as you exhale, we're going to slowly lower the leg down through the center. Try to keep the hips pointed up towards the ceiling. And as you inhale, keep pointing through the toes and come all the way back up. Shoulders down, neck nice and long. So you're going to lower down, draw the ribs towards the hips, strong core here, and lift back up. Let's keep the leg nice and long the whole time. So it's straight, it's long, you're lifting up the kneecap, you're lifting up your quadricep, working through the inner thighs here, and really reaching the lower abdominals. Let's be nice and slow. We're going to control the movement, coming down slow and coming up slow. As you're coming up, try not to lift the tailbone. So you're coming all the way up to keep the tailbone down and the spine in neutral. Last 4. And 3. This is your tempo. 2. And 1, lift up. Now we're going to rotate the knee out and then we're going to tap the heel towards the corner of the mat over on the left, and then you're going to lift up and then tap over to the right. So the corner of the mat at the right, the corner of the mat at the left. So we're tapping and lifting, tapping and lifting. So it's our rainbows. It's just a different variation. We're on our back for our rainbows. So tapping and lifting, keep pointing through the toes, really getting the inner thighs here. The other knee is pointed directly up towards the ceiling, so try not to drop it. Try not to press down too hard on the heel of that leg because we want to be focusing on our right leg. 2 more. Breathing. Exhale, tap. Inhale, come back. Last 1. Good work. Keep the leg nice and long. Flex through the foot. We're going to bend through the knee, so it's externally rotating out. We're going to just tap the heel onto the opposite knee and then extend back away. Point through the toes. Stretch the leg. Flex and tap. Point and come back. So keeping that external rotation the whole time. Tapping and extending. Tapping, extending. 6 more. And 5, really engage your quadricep as you extend. 4, 3, 2. Now this last one, keep the leg extended, external rotation, heels in, knees outwards. Inhale, draw the ribs towards the hips as you exhale and lower the leg down through the center. Inhale, sweep around and come all the way back up to the start position. So we're lowering down, shoulders down, chin tucked in, and we're lifting up, keeping the tailbone down on the mat. Keep going. If you want to make it easier, you can do smaller circles. You do not have to go as big as mine, or you can go bigger than mine if you need more of a challenge. All right, we've got 5 more. And 4. Keep the other knee pointed up towards the ceiling. Don't let it drop as you sweep around. Last 2. Last 1. Nice and big. And then rest the leg all the way down. Well done. Okay, we're going to do the other side now. So stay here. I'm going to switch around so you can see better. Extend your left leg up towards the ceiling, making sure that your spine's in neutral, your shoulders are down, your chin's tucked in. You're taking a deep breath in, and let's lower it down through the center. Point through the toes the whole time as you lift back up. Tailbone stays down. Remember, tailbone down, neutral spine. So there should be a natural arch underneath your lower back if you can. Every back's different though, so just taking that with a grain of salt. Just make sure that your tailbone's down, your back feels like it's neutralized. Squeezing through the front of the thigh as you lift the legs. So we're really working, we're opening up, we're lifting up the kneecap to then work the inner thigh to keep the leg nice and straight. So just pretend you got a metal rod from your toes all the way through to your hip joint where you cannot bend the knee. Last 4. 3. Keep squeezing, strong core here. 2, draw the ribs towards the hips. Last 1, now we're gonna rotate the knee in. We're gonna tap towards the corner of the mat and then lift and tap. You don't have to quite get the corner. It's okay, just go towards and keep the legs straight and lift. Tap and lift, tap and lift. You might find one side harder than the other here. This side is definitely harder for me, being my left. Keep breathing. Exhale to tap, inhale to come back. Keep scooping and lifting up through the navel, through the belly. 2 more on each side. Last one. Amazing work. Now let's lift the leg up, bend through the knee, bring the heel to the opposite knee, keeping that external rotation, and then extend all the way away, pointing through the toes. Tap and extend. Tap, flex on the way down, point on the way up. Extend, lengthen, creating lengthen through the front of the thigh. Squeeze and come back. 4 more. Last 3. 2. Last 1. Keep the extension, the external rotation and the heel in. Let's lower the leg down through the center and sweep around and come back up. Let's make sure our core's engaged here. Our ribs are drawing down, especially as you lower down, and then sweep around and come back up. Try not to press down on the hands. We're really trying to just work through the inner thigh here, and we're trying not to create tension through the neck. So nice soft hands. Amazing. We've got 4 more. Keep your chin tucked in. And 3, 2, last one, nice and big. My leg is shaking. Well done. And rest all the way down. All right, heels nice and close to the buttocks, but the feet in line with the hips and the knees as well. Let's go into some pelvic curls. We're going to release the spine here as we tuck the tailbone under and slowly start curling all the way up, 1 vertebrae at a time, squeezing through the buttocks. Breathe in and breathe out, curl all the way back down. 4 more like this, just releasing the spine, strengthening it, working it in a different way here so that we can strengthen the back of the legs and the spine. Last 2. Really feel each vertebrae. So we're being aware, having awareness in our body. Now this last one, curling all the way up, hold it here. Let's lift one leg up into tabletop and then lower the leg back down. Inhale, exhale, lift. See if you can do it without dropping the hip. And then lower back down. Lift the other leg, keep going. And lower. You may need to shift your body weight slightly over to that stabilizing foot to lift the leg. Lower down. Just see what works for you. Just try and have the hips stacked. 2 more on each side. Last one. Staying up here, we're going to go into more of a shoulder bridge now. So just come up a little bit higher, press the hips up, extend your right leg all the way up towards the ceiling. Breathe in, tap the hips down, bring the hips down, tap the tailbone down, and press back up. Inhale, lower, exhale, lift. 5 more. And 4. Try and keep the hips in line with each other. Last 3, 2, last 1. Hold it up for pulses, pulsing up and down, reaching with the toes for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay here. Gently lower that right leg down, toes to heel. Then breathe in, reset your core. Exhale, extend the left leg. Lower it down, lower down the hips, and then lift back up. Lower and lift. 5 more. Lower, lift, lower, lift. Last 3. And 2. You can do this. Last 1. Stay lifted. Hold it for pulses, pulsing up and down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay here. Gently lower the left foot down, toes first, then your heel. Press the hips up all the way up towards the ceiling and take a deep breath in. Good work. Curl all the way back down, 1 vertebrae at a time. Bring the knees in and release the lower back. Okay, we're going to finish on a gluteal stretch now. So just lower the left leg down and bring the right leg over. You can press the hip, the knee away from the hip joint to just create space to get you into the stretch. Sometimes you might find you can't get into the stretch, and that's okay. Just stay in this position. If not, we're going to curl the body up, grab onto the leg and lower back down, feeling that beautiful release through the back of the legs. Try and keep your chin tucked in here so you're not straining through the neck. 2 more breaths as we finish on these stretches. Amazing. Lower the left leg down. Let's uncross and take the left leg over. Press the thigh away. Breathe in and breathe out. Lift the head up, curl and grab onto the right leg and then lower back down. You did so good today getting through this class. Well done to you. Well done to you for showing up. Take a deep breath in and out. And then on your next inhale, gently release the legs all the way down. Come all the way up to a seated position. Thank you so much for joining me today for our class. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you for the next one.